Hi, I'm Vetri. In this video, I'm going to teach you mathematical analysis of non-recursive algorithm. So, what is mathematical analysis? Why we are going for mathematical analysis? The answer is very simple. By using mathematical analysis, we are going to determine the amount of time and space required for executing that particular algorithm. Okay, and we are going to analyze about the basic operations and about the comparison and all. Okay, and let me explain what is non-recursive algorithm. So we are going to apply the straightforward approach to obtain the result. Okay, and about recursive algorithm I'll teach you in another video. And what is the general objective of recursive algorithm is we are going to decide a parameter that indicating an input size. Okay, so the first thing is, for analyzing the problem, the first one is going to be we are going to determine the input size. Okay, and second one is we are going to identify the basic operation which we are going to use. Okay, the second one is basic operation, and third one, number of time that basic operation is going to execute. So how many number of times we are going to use, we are going to apply the basic operation. So the number of times the basic operation is going to get executed. And the next thing is we are going to find out the sum value, which means the total execution time, and we are going to follow some standard formulas and rules for manipulating all this. Okay, so we are going to finally we are going to analyze the time complexity. Okay, so in this tutorial I'm going to take example. I'm going to use maximum in the list. Okay, so let me explain. Here the example is maximum in the list. We are going to find out maximum value from the given list. Okay, so let's start analyzing the problem. The algorithm is going to be, let me write the algorithm. So step 1, so we know that the first step is going to be the input. Okay, so what is going to be the input? So we have to get an array, right? And what is going to be the output? That is going to be the maximum value from the given array. Okay, so input is going to be array and output is going to be maximum. Okay, so and the second thing, we are going to apply what kind of operation we are going to apply. So which means the basic operation, it is going to be the comparison, right? So which is nothing but the basic operation is nothing but the comparison, which is if array of I is greater than max, assign max value as array of I. So this is the basic concept, I mean the basic operation we are going to apply, right? So when I'm trying to trace the problem, you'll know how we are going to apply this. Then finally we are going to obtain the output, that is going to be the result, right? So let me explain with a example. Okay, so here take array 5 9 6 2 3. Okay, so this is going to be the given array, and I'm going to find out the maximum value from this list. Okay, so let's define the index values. let's see, the indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So first thing what you have to do is, we are going to apply, you know that for checking, for comparing the value again and again in the list, definitely we should go for the iteration which is for loop, right? So about the programming concept, I will explain about that in another video. Okay, so let's start tracing it. So first step, you have to assign the maximum value as, initially you have to assign it as array of 0. Okay, you have to assign the first value as maximum value. Then what I'm going to do is, then start comparing with other value, which means here the comparison is going to start from, so we can take the first value as I is equal to 1 to n, right? So that means we are going to start the comparison from here, right? From index 1 to 4. Now, so let's trace this, and when I'm trying to compare with 9, so which one is bigger? 5. Apply this formula, array of I, which is nothing but it is 5 already. So already I have defined maximum is as 5. Now compare 5 with 9. So whether it is satisfying? No, right? So it's not satisfying. So what I have to do? Maximum is equal to 9. So here the important thing is, you are going to assign the largest value. I mean the largest value from this by applying this comparison, right? So then when you're trying to compare with 6, obviously we'll get the obviously 9 is going to be the biggest one, right? So when if you are searched up to the 4th index, we'll get the maximum value, that one is going to be 9, right? So let's see, for obtaining this maximum value, the final output is going to be max is equal to 9, right? For obtaining the result, how many comparison we have used, so that is going to be very, very important. Okay, so let's see. So here the first comparison is with the array of 0, and second comparison is with array of 1, and third one is going to be array of 2, array of 3, and array of 4, right? So totally how many comparisons we have used, which means, so that n value is here. What is the value of n? Number of element, which is 5, right? And how many comparison we have used? 1. For initially we have assigned array of 0 as maximum, right? Then we have applied 4 comparisons for obtaining the result, right? So how can we write this? For finding out the time complexity, it depends on, so summation of I equal to 1 to n minus 1, and which is going to be, so for if it is 1 means that depends on the value, I mean I. Okay, so if we have only one data in our list, that is going to be the maximum one. So it depends on the number of input, which is the length of the array, right? So we can conclude it, right? So it is going to be definitely it requires, for example, you are going to apply, take for example in this array 5, 9, 6, 2, 3, 1, just take it's another one, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then see total number of comparison, that means the basic operation is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So obviously the first value is going to be the assignment operation. We are used to assign the value. Then how many comparisons we have used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So totally 5 comparison, which is nothing but it is going to be n minus 1 times. We are going to apply n minus 1 times basic operation, right? See, This is going to be about the time complexity. Let's see, we are not obtaining the result by there is a chance that either yes, it can be obtained from one comparison, definitely not, right? So for obtaining the maximum value from the given array, definitely you have to go through all the values in the list, right? So which means definitely the algorithm will consume it consume much time, right? So it will comes under the big O, I mean the worst case, and it depends on the number of inputs. So the time complexity is going to be big O of n. Okay, so if you applied some other technique for obtaining this value, I mean this maximum in a list, so we may get some different time complexities. If you are going to apply divide and conquer method for obtaining the same maximum in the list, means definitely it will consume less time when you compared with this straightforward approach. Okay, and so that's how we are going to apply the mathematical analysis for the non-recursive algorithm. I hope you have understood the basic logic of this operation. Okay, and thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, you can comment in comment section. Thank you.